Welcome to the Sunken Ledger. Here, we chart the ocean's darkest tales of lost souls, cursed ships, and ancient legends. Tonight, we sail into the icy waters of Lake Superior to uncover the mystery of the SS Edmund Fitzgerald. The night was black and cold, the wind howling like a chorus of lost souls across the endless expanse of water. On November 10th, 1975, the SS Edmund Fitzgerald cut through the darkness, her iron hull groaning as waves taller than houses battered her from every side. They called her the Pride of the American Side, a mighty ore carrier, 729 feet of steel and purpose. She had sailed these waters countless times before, hauling iron ore to feed the hungry furnaces of the cities beyond the horizon. But that night, Lake Superior was no gentle mistress. She rose up like a living thing, her waves crashing down with the fury of a storm that had been brewing for days. Below deck, 29 men worked in the cold and the dark, their faces worn by years on the water. They had known storms before, had seen the fury of the lake, and lived to tell the tale. But this storm was different. The waves rose up in the darkness, each one a mountain of water crashing down with the weight of the world. Captain Ernest McSorley stood on the bridge, his hands gripping the wheel as the Fitzgerald fought her way through the gale. The wind tore at the ship, the spray freezing as it lashed the windows. His voice crackled across the radio, calm but grim. "We are holding our own." But even as he spoke the words, the ship shuddered under the weight of the storm. Minutes later, the Fitzgerald was gone. No distress call, no final cry, just silence, swallowed by the wind and the black water. The Arthur M. Anderson, the ship that had been her shadow on that final voyage, saw her lights vanish, then nothing but the howl of the storm. Rescue ships searched the waves, but the lake kept her secret well. The only signs of the Fitzgerald were the shattered lifeboats and splintered wood that floated like ghosts on the icy water. The bodies of the crew were never found, lost to the cold, indifferent deep. When divers finally found her, she lay in two pieces on the lake bed, 530 feet below the surface. The bow still pointed forward, as if in those final moments the Fitzgerald was trying to carry on through the fury of the lake. The stern, torn away, rests further back, broken and silent. Some say it was the storm that claimed her, rogue waves that rose from nowhere and struck with the force of giants. Others whisper of flaws in her steel bones, hidden weaknesses that gave way under the weight of iron and water. Some believe a hatch cover gave way, letting the icy water flood in until she could fight no longer. But the truth lies somewhere beneath the waves, in the silent dark where the Fitzgerald sleeps. The lake itself seems to guard the secret well. In the decades since that night, the story of the Edmund Fitzgerald has become a ghost story, a legend passed down by sailors and whispered on cold winter nights. Some speak of flickering lights on the water, of voices carried on the wind, echoes of the crew's final cries. There are those who claim to see the shadow of the great ship gliding through the mist, a phantom that will never find its way home. Each year, as November 10th approaches, the families of the lost gather at the Great Lakes Shipwreck Museum to ring the ship's recovered bell, one mournful toll for each of the 29 men who vanished into the deep. The bell's echo drifts across the water, a final tribute to lives cut short by the fury of the lake. The Ballad of the Edmund Fitzgerald, written by Gordon Lightfoot, carries their story to new generations, reminding all who hear it of the power of the lake and the price of pride. In those haunting verses, the memory of the Fitzgerald lives on, a testament to the fragility of steel against the endless, restless sea. Lake Superior never gives up her dead, they say, and in the darkness of those waters, the Fitzgerald remains, her broken hull a monument to the men who trusted her, to the power of the lake, and to the mysteries that still haunt those stormy shores. Thank you for listening to the Sunken Ledger. Subscribe for more true tales from the depths.